Alright, let's check it, see if we're recording real quick. Alright, Subpart B, Special Permits, Part 107, 101, Purpose and Scope. This subpart prescribes the procedure of the issue with the modification, termination, special permit, the requirements of the subchapter C of the chapter, regulations issued in Chapter 51 and 49 U.S. Standard Code, 107. The 105 application special permit, general application for the special permit modification special permit. All supporting documents must be written in English, submitted with a timely consideration at least 120 days before the requested effective date and conform to the following requirements. The application will include the table of contents must be submitted with the associated administrator has material safety attention general approval of the permit for the PHH 31 pipeline heads material safety administration U.S. Department of Transportation East Building 1200 New Jersey Avenue Southeast Washington DC 205900001 must be submitted with the supporting documentation by Fast Mile Fax 202-366-7375-3, by submitting it electronically with the email the special permit at .gov or be submitted with the PHMSA online at the table of contents submitted with the phmsa.gov/hazmat/reg/SPA. Application must state the name and address of the physical address of all the known locations of special permits where you and mail the address of applicant with a telephone number to applicant. The application is individual. The application must state the company, the name of the mail address, the physical address, the also the location of special permit that would be the email address of the applicant with the telephone number to individual to site the designation point of contact for the application purposes related to the application, the name of the company. Chief Executive Officer or the President Banking Officer of the Dun & Bradstreet Universal Numbering System identified. The application of the non-resident of the United States of the addition of the information listed in paragraph A2 of the section application must be identified as the name of the agent of the permanent resident of the United States of the service for the accordance with 10540 of this part. For the manufacturing special permit with addition with the information listed within paragraph A2 of the section application that must be stated with the name of the street, the address of the facts of the facilities, the application where the manufacturing of the special permit will occur with the symbols of the packaging and manufacturer M number if capable. The reason required for the register of the according to the subpart F or G of the subpart addition with the information listed in paragraph A2 of the section application must provide with the registration number of the name of the company with the registration number to assign if it's different with the applicant for the person not required with the registered according to the subpart F and G of this part. In addition with the information listed in paragraph A2 of the section with the application must provide with the statement indicating the registration not required with confidential treatment is equipped with confidential treatment for the information contained with the application. The application must comply with statute 10530A. The special permit proposal. The application must include the following information for the special permit proposal situation with the specific regulation of the application seeking relief. The proposed mode with the module modes of the transportation include the description of all operation controls required, detailed description of the proposed special permit, the alternative packages and procedure of the activity has for the communication, including marking label the requirements and including appropriate as written with the description, drawing, flow charts, and plans, and other supporting documents. The specific proposed document and schedule for the benefit of the special permit is a statement of outlining the application because of the relief from the compliance with the specified regulation of the specific permit. The request of the fixed period prescription of how compliance is achieved at the end of the period for the transportation of the air and a statement outlining the reason for the hazardous material that is being transported with the air of the mode is or available. The application seek for the emergency processing specified in 107 to 117 with the statement of the supporting facts and response identification of the description, including the estimated quantity of each of the shipment that has material plan with the transportation under the special permit, description of each of the packaging, including specification special permit as applicable to with the connection with the requested special permit, alternative packaging documents, quality assurance of the control of the packaging design with the manufacturer performance testing criteria to insert the performance service life limitations, estimated with the number of the operations expected with the number of the shipments to be transported under the special permit, estimated number of the packaging under the manufacturer for the special permit, and application statement of the web of the special permit being sought that is related with the compliance with the review and the inspection activities and enforcement action. When Class 1 material is forbidden with the transport aircraft except for the special permit for the columns 9A and 9B with the table 49 CFR 172.101 certification of the application special permit for the transport Class 1 material of the passenger car for the cargo only with the aircraft for the maximum certified with takeoff weight with less than 12,500 pounds, with no person with the categories listed in A Title 18 U.S. Standard Code 8421 if they participate with the transportation Class 1 material statement with indicating whether the application is acting with the ship offerer with the carrier the both under the terms of the special permit. Justification of special permit proposal. Special permit proposal. The application must demonstrate that the special permit achieves the level of safety later equal to the required regulation with the required safety level design exists consistent with the public interest. A minimum application must provide the information describing all the relevant shipping incident experience for the application is aware of the relief the application a statement identifying the incident and proof the risk of the safety property that may result with a special permit grant with the description measure to be taken into account for the risk of either substantial with the applicable the analysis data test result mode effective analysis of the proposed alternative will achieve the level of safety at least equal to the required regulation from with a special permit is sought. If the regulations do not establish the level of safety analysis identified with each of the hazard potential have the failure mode probability is occurrence and how the risk is associated, each of the hazard failure modes are controlled with the duration activity life cycle of the packaging. 107 and 107. Application of the party shall have any person applicable to eligible to apply with a special permit may apply with the party with the applicant with the existing special with the other manufacturer's special permit. Each application filed with the owner of the selection must conform with the following requirements. The application must be submitted to the Associated Administrator of Hazard Material Safety. Attention, general approval of the permits BHH 31 Pipeline Hazard Material Safety Administration, U.S. Department of Transportation, East Building, 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast, Washington, D.C. 20590-0001. Must be submitted and attached supporting document. Fast mile with 202-366-3753, 202-366-30308. Submitted electronically, email with a special permits at .gov or at phmsa.gov that has met the regs SP-A. The application must be identified with the number of the special permanent applicable to the special permanent which the application seek the part of the application must state the mailing address, physical address for all known location with the special permanent which you give the email address of the applicant with the telephone number of the applicant if the applicant is not individual with the application must state with the company with the mailing the address of the physical addresses all known locations where the special permit would be used. Email address if the telephone number of the individual designated name with the point of contact with the application for the purpose related to the application, the name of the chief officer, executive officer, president, ranking, the executive officer, Dunn Street, Street, universal number shift. In addition, with each of the applicant must state with the party status of the special permit that is needed. Must submit with the certification understanding with the provision of the special permit which the party status is being requested. If the applicant is not resident of the United States, the application must identify the designated agent with the permit of the resident of the United States with the service in accordance with statute 10540 for class 1 material forbidding with the transportation aircraft except for the special permit of the columns 9A and 9B with the table title 49 CFR 172-101 certification application of the party status the special permit with the transport class 1 material with the passenger carrying carrier only with the aircraft. Maximum certified takeoff weight is 1,200 to 500 pounds with a person no categories listed in the Title 18 U.S. Standard Code 842-1 will participate with the transportation class 1 material. The application must certify the applicant previously generated party staff with a special permit. The applicant with his previously granted party staff the applicant must file the renewal of the procedure with the specified 107 and 109. The statement indicating whether the applicant is will be shipping and acting or offer of the carrier with the both of the terms of the special permit and associated administrative with the grant that deny application for the party staff of the manner specified in statute 107-113E and F of this part. Special permit is subject to all the terms of the special permit, including the expiration date. If the party's special permit wishes to renew the party staff with the special permit renewal of the procedure that set forth in 107 and 109 apply. 107 109 application for the renewal. Each application for the renewal of the special permit party staff of the department special permit must conform to the following requirements. The application must be submitted to the Associated Administrator of the Hazard Material Safety General Approvals and Permits of the PHH 31 Pipeline Hazard Material Safety Administration, U.S. Department of Transportation, East Building, 1200 New Jersey Avenue, Southeast, Washington, D.C. 205900001. Be submitted with the attached supporting documentation submitted with the appropriate format, fast amount of the facts, the 202-366-3753, 202-366-3308, or be submitted electronically with the special permits at .gov or on the www.phmsa.gas/hazmat/reg/SPA. Application identify the number of the special permits with the renewal request. The application is must scale with a new mail address of the physical address of all known the location now previously identified with the application will the special permit would be used all locations not previously identified with the special permit will use the email address of available the telephone number if the applicant with the non-individual with the application must say with the name of the mailing address physical address of all of the known locations from the previously identified with the application where their special permit would be used as all location with the now previously identified by the special permit was used the email address available and the telephone number of the name will designated as the point of the contact application all of the purpose of the application the name of the company chief executive officer president rank of the executive office Jones and Bradstreet Universal System and identified in addition each of the application renewal with the party staff with the state with the party status of the special permit is needed the submit with the certification understanding with the provision of the special permit which the party status may be requested. Application must include either the certification application for the original plan application they may have the updated by the application renewal remaining accurate with all the section references the shipping description the complete with the include the amendment that previously submitted with the application necessary to end up the date, ensure accuracy of the completion of the application certification application. The application is amended with the accurate complete. The application must include the statement describing all relevant operational shipping incident with the experience with the applicant is aware of the connection with the special permit. Its assurance issuance is the most recent renewal of the application for the approval of the incident of the application must be soon. Certified with the number of the application for the statement that must indicate the approximate number of the shipments made with the packages shipped, also the applicable number of the ship of the package involved with any less of the content they include with the less of any other than authorized subchapter C. When Class 1 material forbidden with the transportation of aircraft except under the special permit, see columns 9A and 9B with the table title 49 122 101. Application renewable special permit to transport with the Class 1 material of the passenger carrier with the cargo only aircraft with maximum certified takeoff weight less than 12,500 pounds must certify that no person with the categories listed in Title 18 U.S. Standard Code 18842-1 will participate with the transportation Class 1 material. The proof of the renewal will request the expiration date special permit with the following information for the required. The reason for the special permit authorization would allow it to expire. Certification stamp and no shipment is transport for the expiration date. Special permit with a statement describing the transportation under the terms of the special permit after the expiration date of the applicable. The statement of describing the action for the applicant to take the ensure future renewal requested before expiration date. If no operation shipment is evident since the issuance of the renewal of the special permit, the applicants must be provided with specific justification as to whether special permit should be renewed. A statement indicating whether the applicant will be acting on the shipper offer with the carrier both under the terms of the special permit. If at least 60 days before the existing special permit exists, the holder of the filing application renewal will completely conform with the requirements of the section. Special permits will not expire until the final administrative action on the application for the renewal has been taken. 107 111. Withdrawal. An application for the withdrawal at any time of the decision granted the denial of the is made with the withdrawal of the application that does not authorize the removal of the related record of the PHMSA document filed with the application. The eligible confidential treatment of the 105-330 will remain with the confidential after the application withdrawal with the duration of confidential treatment with the commercial for the financial information identified with the unless party requesting the confidential treatment of the material that notified the associated administrator of the confidential treatment no longer required. 107 113 application process evaluation. Administrator of the review of the application for the special permit modification, special permit the party for the special permit renewal of the special permit to conform with the standard operating procedures specified in Appendix A of the standard operating procedure for the special permit is approved with determined if the complete with the conform with the requirements of the sub determine the typical maybe 30 days of the receipt application of special permit modification of special permit party of the special permit typically within 15 days of the receipt of the application for the renewal of the special permit. The application for the determined incomplete. The associated administrator will reject the application if the curve of the PHMS will inform the applicant of the deficiency in writing. Any application in that renewal the part of the emergency special for the empowerment application to determine the complete with the docketed notice for the application is published with the Federal Register and an appropriate opportunity the public comment is provided. All comments received during the comment of the period are considered the final action. Take with the application, no public hearing or other formal procedure required with under subpart before the disposition of the application unless the emergency process 107 and 117 request the grant of the application either be processed in order of which they are filed. During the process of the evaluation of the application, the associated administrator may conduct the onsite with request the additional information for the applicant in favor of the cooperate with the onsite the review with the result of the application being deemed incomplete, subsequently being denied if the applicant does not respond with the written electronic request of additional information within 30 days of the receipt request was received. The application may be deemed incomplete with the denied. However, the application responds with written with electronic means within 30-day period, requesting an additional 30 days within which the requested information. Associated administrator may grant 30-day extension. Associated administrator may grant the denied application within part of the associated administrator's discretion. Application may be granted subject to provision appropriate to the project health and safety of the property of the associated administrator may impose additional provisions not specified by the application, remove the condition of the application and unnecessary. The associated administrator with the grant of the application finding that the application complies with the subpart of the application demonstrate the proposed alternative will achieve the level of safety at least equal to the required of the regulation from which the special permit is sought. If the regulations do not establish the level of safety consistent with the public interest adequately will protect against the risk of the life of the property and here with the transportation hazard material and commerce. Application states all the material facts contained that no material falsely materially misled statements. The application meets the qualification required to applicable regulation. The application is fit with the conduct of the activity authorized in special permit assessment may be based on the information of the application prior with the complete compliance with the history of the application and other information available to the associated administrator. And the applicant will notify the writing of by electronic means whether the applicant is granted the denial containing the brief statement of the reason. The initial special permit terminates according with if the terms are not authorized in specified 24 months from the date of the issuance. Subsequent renewal of the special permit terminates according with the terms of it if not otherwise specified in 48 months after the date of the issuance of the grant party side for the special permit unless otherwise stated the terminates of the date the special permit expires. The associated administrator determine the application for the course of the concern of the matter of the general applicable future effect whether it should be suitable except with the rulemaking may initiate the rulemaking of the part 106 with the chapter of the additional of the application. The associated administrator published the Federal Register lifted all the special permits grants and out with modifications all special permanent application withdrawn in this section. 107 117 emergency processing application grant with the emergency processing associated with the basic the application may inquire with the undertake the emergency processing necessary to prevent insignificant injury to the person with the property that often then hazardous material to be transported that could not be prevented. Application process routine basis. Emergency processing necessary immediately with national security purposes to prevent significant economic loss that could not be prevented with the application were processed on a routine basis. With a significant economic loss for the applicant with the party with the contract or relation the application with respect to the activity undertaken with the associated maker may deny emergency processing at the time the application has then made. Request of the emergency processing the base for the potential economic loss of the must be reasonably described estimated the potential loss for the application submitted within the section conform with the statute 107-105 the exam of the receiver the department often deems necessary. Process of the application of the emergency base for the submitted to the department of module all contract of the officially initiated the mode of the transportation utilized with the transfer file the certain certification holder aircraft the freighter aviation administrator of the civil aviation circuit office to serve at the place where the flight with the original the responsible for the aircraft the operative overall aviation security program the nearest civil aviation security over the may be located with the calling the FAA duty officer 202-267-333 any hour non-holding aircraft of those which have operated with the Title 14 Part 119 the Federal Aviation Administration Civil Aviation Security Officer of the place for the flight with the originator with the nearest civil aviation secretary officer may be located call the FAA duty officer 202-267-333 any hour. Motor vehicle transportation chief that has material the division for Federal Motor Car Safety Administration in the U.S. Department of Transportation, Washington, D.C. 205-900-0001, 202-385-2400, or 1-800-424-88029. Rail Transportation Staff Director has Material Division Office of Safety Assurance with the Federal Rail Administrator of the U.S. Department of Transportation, Washington, D.C. 205-900-0001, 202-493-6248, 202-493-6244, 1-800-424-8802. Water Transportation Chief of the Hazardous Materials Standards Division operating with the Environmental Standard of the U.S. Coast Guard, U.S. Department Homeland Security, Washington, D.C. 205-930-0001, 202-372 with the 1420 day with the 1-800-424-8802. Upon receive all the information necessary to process the application for the receiver, the Department official for the transport, associated administrator the most rapidly available to meet with the communication evaluation, as well as the emergency exhibit under statute 107-117A of the appropriate recommendations of the condition. Include with the special permit, the associated administration review of the application for the emergency processing, special permit form of the standard operation. Proceed with the specified in appendix of the part of the standard operation procedure special permits of approval to determine the completeness of the forms of the requirement that the subpart of the associated administrator determines if the emergency exists with the 107-117A with the reference of the criteria 107-113F, granting the application if the public interest associated administrator will grant the application of the subject with such terms necessary immediately notify the applicant if the associated administrator determines the applicant the applicant does not exist if the granting of the application is not of the public interest the application will be notified immediately the determination of the emergency does not exist if it is not subject to reconsideration 107-123 part. Within 90 days following the issuance of the emergency special permit, the associated administrator will publish the Federal Register notify the issuance of the statement of the basis of finding an emergency of the scope of the duration special permit. 107-121 modification, suspension, termination, special permit, the grant of the party status. Associated administrator may modify the special permit of the grant of the party shall have the finding of the modification if their special permit reflect the current status of the regulation modification required for the change. The circumstances meet the standard of the 113 F. The associated administrator may modify, suspend, terminate special permit grant with the party staff that is appropriate with the finding that because the change of the circumstance of the special permit the party that is no longer is needed for the what would be granted or applied for. This application contained with inaccurate, complete, incomplete information special permit party staff would not have then granted to have the application that has been accurate and complete. The application contained with deliberately incorrect and incomplete information the holder party now knowingly violated terms of special permit and applicable requirement of the chapter of the manner that demonstrate the whole of the party is not fit to conduct the activity under the resident of the special permit, except for the provided in paragraph D of the section before that says special permit of the duration of the party shall have the modification suspend with the terminate with the associated administrator to notify the holder and part of the written with the electronic means of the proposed action. Reason for the provided the opportunity to show the case of the proposed action and should not be taken within 30 days of the receipt of the proposed action. Holder of the party may file the response with providing the electronic means to show that would cause the proposed action would not be taken. After the conservation holders parties respond with after 30 days of the pass of the response since the receipt of the notice, associated administrator notified the holder party of the written by the electronic means of the final decision with the brief statement of the reasons. Associated administrator the necessary avoid the risk of significant harmful to the property and may in notification declare the proposed action immediate effective. Reconsider 107-123 reconsideration application special permit holder application party shall have the special permit may request the associated administrator reconsider the decision under 107-113G 107-117E 107-121E C. Of this part, the request must be written in the electronic means of the file within 20 days of the receipt. decision. The statement of detail of the alleged error of the fact of the law would include the additional information needed to support the request for the reconsidered statement of the detail of the modification final decision sought that the associated administrator granted denies the whole and the part of the relief requested to inform the requesting person in writing electronic means of the decision if necessary to avoid the risk of a significant harm to person or property. The associated administrator may result in notifying and declare the action immediately effective. Alright, 107 to 125, the appeal person requested the reconsidering of the 107 to 123 denied for the relief of the request of the appeal with the administrator of the appeal must be written in the electronic means of the appeal within 30 days of the receipt of the associated administrative decision record, reconsideration, statement of detail of the alleged errors and facts, statement of detail of the alleged errors and facts of the law, if included the additional information needed to support an appeal with the detailed modification final decision shall the administrator necessary to avoid the risk of the significant harm personal property must be declared. The associated administrator action in effective depending on the decision of the appeal. Administrator grants of the denial of the whole in part with the relief of the request of the inform of the applicant with the writing of electronic means of the decision, administrative decision, final administrative section. Alright, 107 and 127 availability documents, public inspection documents related to the application over the department include the application itself with available to public inspection except for the specified in the paragraph B of the section offers of the associated administrator of hazardous material safety pipeline, hazardous material safety administration, approval of the permit of the division, U.S. Department of Transportation, the East Building, PAH 31 1200 New Jersey, Evening, Southeast, Washington, D.C. 205900001. Office hours 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then Monday through Friday, but now except for the federal holidays, except and when office is closed, copies of the available document that might be obtained with the provided within part 7 with the title documents from the number of 1183-2 above the us for the review of the website of the regulations.gov. Document available to the inspection do not include the material to determine whether withdrawal withheld due to the disclosure of 10530 in accordance with the applicable provision section 552B of the Title 5 U.S. Code Part 7 title. Part C, preemption.